Hello, hello, welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I'm going to talk to you about another underrated film that I just happened to watch on HBO Max. And unfortunately, this is the last day it's going to be on there. And I took the time to watch it. And it is Jeff Who Lives at Home, starring Ed Helms, Jason Segel, Judy Greer, and Susan Sarandon, about a man who still lives at home with his mom at the age of 30. Oh, and he is doesn't have direction. He doesn't know where to go with his life, and he's pretty much, um, doesn't have a purpose. He doesn't know where to take his life towards. Lack of direction. Well, also we follow. There's actually like three storylines in this. That's one storyline, and then there's his brother, played by Ed Helms. First off, the guy that's in the home, 30 years old or a little bit over, still living at home, kind of don't know what to do, is um, Jason Segel. His brother Ed Helms, he is um, he is concerned for his brother, and he feels like it's it's actually kind of unique. So this is kind of the breakdown of the story. Uh, but but Jason Segel lives at home. Their mother, his mother, Susan Sarandon, is trying to encourage him to do something with his life or find or something to help him to move on and get on with his life. Otherwise, she's going to forcibly kick him out of the house. And then she calls her other son, played by Ed Helms, to try to help him find some sort of motivation to get help and move on with his life, and to try to make it out there. But then you get into Ed Helms' story, where he suspects that his wife could be potentially cheating on him, and the two kind of roam around to kind of spot on to try to find or spy on his wife. And it also kind of goes back with Susan Sarandon's character, where she has a secret admirer. Honestly, this is a unique film. There's a lot of going on here, and there's a lot to really unpack with this movie. And I'm really surprisingly, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought the writing of this was was spot on. It actually was like, and this actually had me thinking. And I kind of wish they kind of bring this back a little bit. Like art house or small independent, like romantic, not necessarily romantic, but comedy dramas that you kind of saw from like 2007, from Superbad to like, and I think they stopped around 2012 when the dystopian teen dramas kind of hit and that took over. Where the movie kind of has a good vibe of like old school, just realistic, well written comedy dramas that didn't feel exaggerant. They didn't feel over the top, and it just feels more relatable and down to earth. And it was actually kind of a breath of fresh air to kind of see that back, that you don't normally see now these days, where it's more just about a film that is trying to be relatable to the audience or anybody that's dealing with similar circumstances that the characters in this film are going through. And I think it deals with a lot of relatable situations. One, for you have people who live life and don't know what to really do with themselves when it comes to just trying to find meaning. And you follow Jason Segel, who tries to help his brother, which actually was supposed to help him, and the two help each other to basically kind of even out and figure out what their main life goals are or what their objectives are in this story, and try to find some sort of balance and um, resolution to their circumstances. And with Susan Sarandon's character, her character, she becomes more. in this part, she I think works at a firm or something, or works at an office job, and she is being plagued messages of someone who's a secret admirer that really likes her, and she kind of well talks with her friend to kind of figure out who it is, and she kind of meets people around to try to check out to see who that person could be, you know. And it's actually a little bit of a well, the reveal is a little bit surprising, but now I don't in this current time I don't think so. But it's actually really, and I kind of like her story too. It kind of just really gets to that point. I think when you're getting to a certain age, you kind of just I don't know, just enjoy anything good that happens to you and kind of just go with it. Uh, because just time kind of just time heads out, time passes by, and eventually she kind of gets involved with her sons later into the film, really towards the very end, which I really liked the ending. I thought the ending really paid off, where there's a there's a big event that kind of happens in the film. Unfortunately, since this movie's not going to be on HBO Max, but you can soft this movie out, where all those three kind of come together, and it kind of establishes like one of those movies where you have multiple characters and their storylines kind of unravel and they meet into the center towards the finale. And this film, to my surprise, worked really well. Actually, I didn't reflect on it until now, until it really stood out. The drama outlays more of the comedy. There's more drama here, and I think that works more well than than forcing the comedy to kind of get the story going, because it feels more relatable. It feels more down to earth, and I really like that the filmmakers decided to rely more on drama, which they didn't completely get rid of the comedy aspects of it. There's little subtles of comedy here or there that feels just like a natural, just real life scenario where situations could be naturally funny, and I really liked about it. I do recommend this film. I highly recommend this film. Anybody that needs to check, who is looking for a good romantic, not romantic comedy drama, and this is one. Jeff, who lives at home. Comment below, let me know if you have seen it, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.